Hi, by doing this, Michael the Millionaire Maker, and with me, I'll make you a millionaire. Now, the reason why you heard me say that again is because I decided to go ahead and video record this. I didn't want to in the first place, started not to, but I changed my mind in the process. 30 seconds in, I changed my mind, and since the camera is right here, I decided to videotape it. Now, like I said, what I'm doing is, this is episode 23. You can hold me to it. Hopefully I'll hold myself to it. But the one thing that you need is consistency. You know, the ability to be consistent when doing something can determine whether or not you succeed or fail at that task which you're doing. So part of my task is to be consistent in my podcast, be consistent in my videos, be consistent in my real estate business. Now, I can say that maybe I'm not having the results that I anticipate to have, that I would like to have, but I can say one thing, that I am being consistent in them. Okay? I can say I know I'm being consistent in them because, for one thing, I've been in this real estate business. I've been a real estate investor for at least 7 years. Now, I haven't had the best of luck, as they would say. Okay, like when I started out, what I say is, hey, I'm a bona fide real estate investor. I do everything that they do. The only difference between me and them is the bank account. I don't have their bank account yet, okay? And it's in the process of coming, so I'm not gonna worry about that. I just have to keep maintaining. And the one thing that I do learn is to be consistent. I know I have the ability to be consistent in certain things. It's just a matter of applying, being able to take that from one situation and apply it to another situation. And the reason why I say that is because, like, right now I'm sitting here, you can't see it, but over here I have a spreadsheet of my stocks, my different portfolios that I own. Okay, the different stocks that I own, I have like 3 or 4 different stock accounts, okay, with different stocks in each one, with different amounts in each one for different purposes, okay? And I can say that, let me see if I can go back to the first one, which is this one. And I started it March 22nd of 2021. Okay, and for every day that the market has been open, for 20 days a month, for every day, I have recorded those. All right, up until December of 23. Now, come January of 23, come January of 24, I changed how I'm recording them. All right. So far for the month of January, I have recorded I'm on the 4th day. So you could say, like, maybe I didn't even start until the 16th, but I'm averaging like once a week. So I'm figuring maybe I'll record on Tuesday nights on my day off. After, like, right now, I just finished my Zoom call with the Astro family. Okay, that's something I've been a part of for a year now. Last December, so it's been a year and a month, 11 months now. 13 months now. Okay, that I've been working with them. And then the beautiful thing about them is that they teaching me and showing me and helping me develop my mindset and a way. I'm trying to figure out how to best say this. What it is that I'm getting out of this course, all right? The mindset and the knowledge to know that all I have to do is keep on going, all right? And like everything that was doing over the last 6 years of my real estate adventure, you know, it was, this put a structure to it. Like, I was doing agent outreach. I had agents on my phone from back then that now I've developed almost to like 1,000 realtors that I have in my phone, that over the last week, I've made sure that I've sent out at least 800 to 900 text messages to each realtor. Okay, it's not like I got 1,000 realtors in my phone that I don't talk to. I made sure that I sent out a message to each realtor last week saying, hey, this is Michael. I'm still here. I'm looking for deals. Do you have anything? Or do you have anything coming? Okay. And basically, at least twice a month, I managed to reach out to these realtors. Each day, I'm adding more realtors because through REI Reply, I send out at least 500 text messages a week, at least 100 text messages a day. Okay, some days, like, I'm getting to the point where maybe tomorrow, my day off, I'll be able to send out 200. Okay, so that's like on my 2 days off, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I'll be able to send out 400 plus the other 3 from Monday, Thursday, and Friday. Okay, that's 700 text messages, and I respond to each one. And by being on REI Reply, that gives them the ability to keep sending out the text messages until the realtors do respond. Now, they might not respond till like the 3rd or 4th day. All right. And through REI Reply, it's at the point where now, to be compliant, it puts in an out so that, hey, it gives them an out. Before it was just, hey, their initial message, my initial message, which, hey, can you help me out? All right. Now it gives them an out. My initial message is, can you help me out? To opt out, reply no. Okay. It doesn't want you to reply stop, because stop sets off a trigger that, hey, you get too many stops, we're going to suspend your account, because we feel like you're soliciting people. Okay, so they come up with reply no, then you know that they want to opt out. All right, I'm starting to get a lot of more no's, but also with those no's, I send them back a text. Hey, I'm sorry about that. Sorry to hear that. Because I'm just a realtor, an investor out here trying to see if you can help me find some properties. God bless you, and send them on their way. You know, if they respond back, okay, but after that, I delete their message. Okay, ain't got to worry about it. If they respond back, we go on from there. But other people that come in favorable, I am able to add them to my phone. When I add them to my phone, they become contacts that I talk to. I automatically send them, when I add them to my phone, I automatically send them, hey, this is Michael, the investor that was texting you from a different number. This is my business line, the best number to reach me at. Okay? Here's a copy of my buy box and a little bit more about what I'm looking for. That little bit more of what I'm looking for is I'm explaining to them that I'm looking for off-market properties in original condition that could use some updating that would make a good fix or flip. I'll also look at on-market properties that are on market, that have been on market over 30 days, okay? Because I understand that those sellers are more than likely a little bit more reasonable than a fresh listing at $300K, but it's only worth $200, okay? Maybe after 30 days, they realize, hey, maybe we're a little high priced. Okay, so I'll look at those also. Now, through that, like I said, I've accumulated at least 1,000 realtors. I am consistent in doing that every day, okay, and adding these realtors and evaluating these deals. Now, apparently right now, the deals are not coming right that I need the ones to come, but I am learning how to stay in there. The money is in the follow-up. So you learn how to track these deals, okay? I put an offer in on this one here. They rejected it. Let me give them about a week, 10 days. follow back up on it. See if the property is still there, if they sold it. If not, hey, follow up. Hey, does my offer seem more reasonable? It's little things you can do like that. But the bottom line is consistency. Okay, so like I say, this is day 23 of, this is episode 23 of my podcast. All right. Right there, as you can see, is where I'm recording my podcast. I don't even have the TV on because, like I say, I just got off my Zoom call, and Zoom call started at 7 and it went to 12. That's one of the beautiful things about this community is you get these Zoom calls at least twice a week, Tuesdays and Sundays. Okay, Tuesdays is part theory and part real estate, where they count properties. Okay, I don't know if you've seen it. Like I said, right here, that's my stock portfolio. This one here is my stocks. You probably can't see it because of the light, but that's where I record that at. Now, as I was saying, I just got off my Zoom calls on Tuesday. I'm recording. I started not to now. It's been this is about the third one for the third day that I decided maybe I can start doing these podcasts and get them on here. Because my goal is, it doesn't matter about how good they are or anything like that. The point is just to be able to make them and document them from the beginning. All right, I'm 7 years in. Hey, this has become the digital age. Like I always constantly keep saying, I want my great-great-grandchildren to be able to look back, pull this up, and be able to hear my voice. Be able to see what I looked like. See everything, okay? Know who their great-great-grandfather was, that he cared enough for them to be able to leave things like this, documentation, all right? I watched today, I think my best idea sometime mostly comes during driving. I was watching today, what trips me out is I watched 2 new flip shows. Now I know before, Jamil has a flip show called $100 Flip. I think, no, 100,000. I can't remember. Jamil and Pace got a flip show. Okay? They got one. The producer of their flip show, cut that out, is a member of the group, of the community. All right, the producer of A&E show. All right, and I can't say I pitched it to him, but I spoke it up. Hey, what is it? $1,000 flip? No, I can't think of it. But I pitched it for Atlanta, starring me and the other 2 mics. Okay, he told me keep working, and hey, he's quite sure I'll get to it. But I watched 2 shows. Okay, 50-50 Flip, and I watched Mike Epps. Mike Epps got a show where he's buying back the block also. My ideas are coming to fruition through other people of things that I thought about so long ago. Okay, no sooner than I thought. It's always been a dream of mine to be able to buy 618 Kenilworth. I've looked it up. I've followed it. All right, it's a vacant lot now in Kenilworth, but it's a place where I grew up. I sit up here and I think and I dream about what that house looked like, to be able to recreate that house. 574 Kenilworth, where my great-grandmother lived at, where my grandmother died at, where my great-aunt and great-uncles and them lived, where my kids were. Okay, all these things I think about at 574 Kenilworth. And the thought of what that house was built like, and to be able to build that house, okay? And to be able to buy and build Kenilworth, okay? Like the few houses that are still there, all right? To be able to build on those, that's been a dream of mine. And I watched both of these shows today, and it's like my dream incarnated. The 50-50 split, the 50-50 show. The woman is buying back her block, the same block that her mother and grandmother lived on, that she grew up on. She's managed to buy 2 or 3 houses on that block and in that neighborhood. Mike Epps, like I said, is doing the same thing in his neighborhood. He's buying back his neighborhood, the neighborhood that he grew up on, the houses, the area that he grew up in, okay? He's buying that back, all right? So both of those ideas are ideas that I've had. Even today, before I wanted to leave up out of here and come back and see the Mike Epps show, it's like, as soon as I seen it, I'm like, Mike Epps stole my idea just that quick. Okay, so I guess the part of that is that these things are possible. It's possible to do these things. It's just that I have to make it up in my mind that these are the things that I want to do. Okay, I know that there's time for me to do these things, but I need to get to do these things. I know that's the reason why I have as many kids as I have. Okay, the 13 kids that I have, to be able to have them in a family business that builds generational wealth for all of them, for the 22, 23 grandkids that I have, to be able to have them all come up in a family business. They don't understand right now the importance of the mindset of being of a person that is building something for a family business, okay? Taking themselves out of poverty in a way that not only takes them with them, but takes their family with them also, okay? Like to be able to put your differences aside and build with your family, all right? There's still that time. As long as you can hold out hope for that to be a possibility and you can strive and work for that, there's always a chance for you to have that. And that's the reason. If I know that I asked God for 12 kids. God's blessed me so far with 13 that I know of. Okay? And he blessed me with them for a reason. And I knew in the beginning when I had those children, what I was having those children for. I just didn't know that the path that he was going to take me and those children on to get us to where he got us to was going to be the road that he took us on. All right? But he put us all here for a reason. And the dreams that I had then, before they were ever thought of, okay, is the reason that I work now. Because he allows me to be able to see those things and be able to work for those things. To be able to, like the lady that I seen on the show 50-50, right? She's starting with her and her husband and her 2 kids and being able to buy the street that she grew up on. My children, I don't think they even have the idea to know, to be able to think about growing up on the north end of Detroit, where they spent, I know my daughter spent the first 4 years of her life on the streets of Detroit. You know, I know the blessing was that they were able to be away from there because maybe for some reason there were other things for them to learn here in this life that they didn't need to learn over there, the things that I learned from being over there. Okay, the things that I learned from being over there made me the person that I am today, and they are the people that they are because of their experiences. So now I think it's a time that through this day and age that we can take all of that and turn that into something. something that we can pass on to help other people, something that we can pass on to be able to help our children's children. Because the one thing that the Bible says is that a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. So those are the things that I strive for now, is to be able to build that legacy and inheritance for my children's children. God showed me a long time ago, he showed me a lot of things. And what he did show me was that I didn't have to work for nobody. That I could have anything that I wanted to have. I just had to ask for it. Then the next thing, it took me like 50-something years to learn to be able to know the right things to ask for. Because during that journey, while he was there, watching and guiding me and everything and protecting me, he was showing me that, hey, I'm always here to have your back. What is it that you need? It just took me a long, long time. And now I strive because I'm able to see things like things that my father didn't see, that I'm able to see for my children, to be able to help them build a better for their children. Okay? And right now, that's what I'm working for. Okay, so this podcast is a peg in that consistency. This video is a peg in that consistency. All right? So that when they do look back at this, they can see, hey, that's my grandfather, that's Michael, he did this, he started this. All right? And as long as in this digital age, I'm going to have the ability to do that, to make that a possibility, then I feel like it's my duty for me to do it. Because if I don't do it, nobody else is going to do it. Nobody else is going to tell my story. It's going to let you know what it is that I went through, what I had to do in order to build for my children. All right. Now, I don't know if this is going the way that it should have went or the way it was supposed to go, but it's going the way that it went. There's nothing left for me to do but post it to YouTube and let it be what it is. This podcast, the only thing I can do is publish it and let it be what it is. You know, but the thing is, I wanted to be consistent, and that's why I constantly keep saying the word consistent, because the thing is to be consistent. Eventually down the line, things will come to me as to where I will better structure them, as to where they will be more informative, where you will be able to get better information out of them, as to where they will help you more. Okay? But right now, I'm just, for this half an hour a day, that I'm able to get any of my insides out and allow you to be able to come into my world and share my world with you for at least this half an hour. I feel I take the privilege and the time to do that. Now, the reason, like I said, I know y'all say, a lot of y'all say, this guy is just babbling, he's just talking, but what I'm doing is I'm getting my insides out, and I'm expressing myself the best way that I know how. If you have a better way, and you know a better way that I can be able to express myself, leave it in the comments. Put it in the comments. I'm not scared to hear any comments, whatever it is you have to say. If you feel like you know me, because there's a lot of people in this world that feel like they know me, they feel like, hey, I'm the bad man, you know, because of the life that I lived and the things that I've done. If you feel like you know me and you have something that you feel like you need to say it. Leave it in the comments. All right? I welcome all comments. I'm not scared of nothing, because my life is my life. All right? And I live my life the way I live my life. And hey, it's what it is. So like I say, with that being said, I'm Michael the Millionaire Maker. I live in Atlanta. Hang with me, I'll make you a millionaire. All right? Peace.